Hello and welcome back to the United Forum. This is bringing you your latest Manchester United news, transfer news updates, and your opportunity to voice your opinion now for the very first time in Sri Lanka. We are back once again on Friday for the transfer show. Apologies for that. We are back once again on Friday for the transfer show. Plenty of news considering Manchester United, but it's the same old story. It's the same old narrative once again considering Manchester United for Manchester United fans. And we all know that when it's a Manchester United transfer window, as most fans, you're always disappointed with United's business because it's always either not the first priority we go for, not for the targets we go for. We always go for a second or a third choice player. And apologize once again. And United don't have the habit of going for the player we do need as the number one target, but we often go for we often go for the second or third choice. And also we also know the fact that United take time in getting these deals done. Now this season, once again, United are back with their slow business. Now, most of the other teams have almost completed their deals, and teams like Spurs, Liverpool, and also Manchester City have completed most of their signings for the summer. They've completed them early, so they have their players signed. They have their players who have signed the contracts, done the medicals, and all that, so they could join them in preseason quite early, join them in their preseason tours quite early, and join their new squad quite early and adapt and get into the new team as early as possible. Whereas United haven't even got any done deal going in. If you take the likes of Frankie De Jong for an example, the De Jong deal is yet to be completed if we are actually going to complete it. And neither have we got any outgoings done as well, which is quite worrying considering Manchester United because we are running out of options in the transfer window considering incomings because we aren't doing any business, and at the same time we don't have any buyers for our present players, which is actually worrying. And to start off with today's show, let's start off with the Anthony news. Now, Manchester United have been linked to Anthony for quite some time, especially after we did get Erik ten Hag as our manager. Now, ever since United signed Erik ten Hag as their manager, and especially after the fact that we decided that we needed creativity on the right flank, we needed another player on the right flank, United were linked to Anthony. Now, Anthony is a player from Ajax who has worked under Erik ten Hag previously, and that is why United was so very well linked to this player as well. Now, interestingly, United have been linked to Anthony for so long that now even Anthony has gained interest from clubs from London, and that is definitely Chelsea and Spurs. Now, Chelsea and Spurs have also been linked to Anthony. How far this is true, I'm not quite sure, but they have they in fact he has not been linked by a reliable source yet, but yes, he is starting to be linked by sources, and he is being linked to the likes of Chelsea and Spurs. Now mind you, Chelsea and Spurs get their deals done really fast. Now you did see Spurs get their in fact Bissouma deal done. They've also got their Perisic deal done, Fraser Force deal done. They're also on the verge of signing Jed Spence, and also on the verge of going for someone like Richarlison. And if they actually go for someone like Anthony, I think the likes of Chelsea and Spurs would go for the likes of Anthony quite fast. They wouldn't stall the deal like United, and that would mean United missing out on another target. Because if we are going to keep losing on targets like this, who are we actually going to sign? Because Frankie De Jong, I'm afraid, won't be sold by Barcelona because Barcelona have solved their financial situation, and hopefully if that does come right, Barcelona won't need to sell Frankie De Jong in order to get themselves out of this financial situation. Now, if United were quick, if United get their deals done quite fast, United should have got this deal done over the line as quickly as possible. And the fact that Barcelona are in a situation where they are in a financial crisis, United should have got the best out of this situation and demanded for more from Barcelona. You could straight away go to Barcelona and say you are currently going through a financial crisis situation. You need money. This is what we are going to offer you for Frankie de Jong. You take it or you leave it. You take it and you get yourself out of the financial crisis you are in, the financial situation you are in. You don't, and you go on with the same problems you have already. Therefore, you can't sign any other players. So United need to make use of situations like this, but United haven't done that either, because now Barcelona seem to be getting out of this financial situation they are in, so they won't have to sell a player like Frankie de Jong. And if they are selling a player like Frankie de Jong, they're looking for about 85 million, which I think is a little too much for a player like Frankie de Jong. The maximum I would go for a player like Frankie de Jong is maximum would be a 70 to 75. I think 80, anything above, is a little too much considering our budget, considering the squad depth we need, considering the players we need incoming to Manchester United, incoming to this squad. I wouldn't go for such a bulky price as 80 to 85 million. So that is your update on Frankie de Jong. And giving you an update on Anthony, like I told you, Anthony has been linked to United since the appointment of Erik ten Hag, but now he is also starting to be linked to the likes of Spurs and Chelsea. Now mind you, these clubs get their deals done quite fast and they don't stall deals like United. So if Spurs and Chelsea actually want Anthony from Ajax, I believe they would fasten things up and actually go for this player, and that would mean United miss out on yet another target this transfer summer, making us point out and bring on a lot of question marks over the transfer strategies of United. And this transfer window of Manchester United is quite interesting because, like I did tell you previously as well, like I've told you in previous shows, neither have there been any incomings nor have there been an outgoings. Now, when you take this transfer window, it's more like that TikTok video if you've watched where this girl jumps from the border between Canada and the United States of America, and she keeps saying, "I'm in United States, I'm in Canada, I'm in United States, I'm in Canada, I'm in Canada, I'm in United States." And this transfer window has been more like that because we've been obsessed to one player, that is Frankie de Jong. We haven't approached the other players, we haven't gone for other players. And Barcelona has been playing with United as well, saying that Frankie de Jong is for sale, he's not for sale. He is for sale, he's not for sale. He is for sale, he's not for sale. Now, United shouldn't be played like this in a transfer window, especially by a team who are going through a financial situation. So to be being played like this is a shambles by Manchester United. Now moving on from Anthony now, like I did tell you, Anthony has gained interest from Spurs and Chelsea, and I believe if these two clubs actually do want to go for him, that they would fasten things up and finish this deal quite fast instead of, you know, flirting with Anthony like United are doing. Now, United are also interested in Denzel Dumfries, the Dutch fullback, now who is currently at Inter Milan. Inter Milan are too going through a financial situation and are looking to offload players and generate some revenue for themselves as well. And I think Dumfries is up there for sale and United are interested in them. I think Erik ten Hag's system needs a very good fullback, and I really don't mind United going for Denzel Dumfries. I really think he would be the perfect fit for United, and you never know, he may be the next big fullback United need, because United haven't had a decent, haven't had a trademark, haven't had a proper fullback in a few years, you could say. And I think Denzel Dumfries could be the next big thing, because we really did think that Alex Telles would be that person. Unfortunately, did not turn out as such, and I do think Denzel Dumfries can turn out to be that fullback United have not had in some time. And to be having him at right back or attacking wing back on the right, you could say, along with Diogo Dalot on a season where we also have Europa League football, would be really of good use for United. And I actually would personally, I would actually love to have Denzel Dumfries, because I think he's quite good defensively, and he's way better than uh, the likes of Aaron Van Bissaka and Diogo Dalot offensively, considering the options we have now. Interestingly, Chelsea are also interested in Denzel Dumfries, and yes, Spurs are being linked to him as well. So I do think if these clubs actually do want to go for them, that we will definitely lose a race, because these two teams do have the upper hand in having Champions League football as well. So that could be a deciding factor. And these two clubs are much more competent than United. So I definitely think we might lose that race to these players. United are also interested in Eriksen, Christian Eriksen, as a replacement for Juan Mata, for departing Juan Mata. Now, I do think Eriksen would be the perfect replacement for Juan Mata, who did depart United. But I do think at the moment, Eriksen, a player like Eriksen, shouldn't be a priority, because I know we do need a few midfielders, but at the same time, I think the first priority we do need at midfield is a defensive midfielder, and I do think we are running out of options. Babacar Kamara was signed by Aston Villa. Ruben Neves is out there. Is he an all-out defensive midfielder? I'm not quite sure about that, but I must tell you that we are running out of options with the market being quite active and other clubs being quite competent than we are. But as a replacement for Juan Mata, I definitely do think Eriksen would be that player. But would I spend big for him? No, he would only be a replacement for Juan Mata. But he is, yes, uh, being linked to a move to North London in Tottenham Hotspur more than being linked to Manchester United. The player says that he would love to play Champions League football. Again, we do know that Spurs do play Champions League football. He has played under Conte previously, so he would play under Conte. So I think it would be the perfect love story ending for Eriksen if he does return back to Spurs and Anthony Conte rather than Manchester United. Now, moving on from Christian Eriksen to give you the final updates on this transfer window, is bringing you a little bit of news from Julian Timber's situation. Now, Eric Ten Hag's number one centre back priority is Julian Timber. Now, what worries me again is the fact that there hasn't been any news. There was quite a lot of hype considering Julian Timber and his transfer to United early on, and that hype isn't really there at the moment. But United are still being linked to Julian Timber. People are still hopeful that Julian Timber would come to Manchester United, but it's actually worrying, because at this moment, at this pace, I'm not quite sure United would actually sign any players, because we are committing this mistake of delaying our transfers again and again and again and again. We talk about, Eric Ten Hag needing this group together during a preseason. And this does not mean a day before the next season starts. We need the new group of players, the new group of targeted players, the transfers, the players we look to get in by this summer, in before the preseason starts. Preseason starts in about 2 or 3 weeks, and we need Eric Ten Hag to have the whole squad with him, so he could have a proper analyze. In fact, so he could analyze the whole squad properly and then make his decisions for next season in terms of players who should be loaned out, who should be kept, and who should be sold. And I'm a little worried that the fact that these transfers have been delayed might take these transfers until at least deadline day, and that would mean no proper preseason to these players, which would only generate another excuse to this season. Now, interestingly, we have also seen Ronaldo being linked to a move away from Old Trafford. Very interesting news. This is coming from a few sources as well. But I would say calm down, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I do know that this is Cristiano Ronaldo, and he has that power to move away from Manchester United anytime he needs, because he is who he is, and especially the fact that we don't have Champions League football. But as of now, reliable sources do claim that in fact, Ronaldo's priority is to stay at United at the moment, and not to move away from Manchester United. That's pretty much it considering tonight's transfer news. I'm keeping the show short and sweet as much as possible as you guys requested it to. So yes, I'm a little fast with the transfers, but keeping it short, keeping it sweet. So let's end the show right here. That's pretty much it considering United's transfer news for the week. Apart from that, there isn't any update to be honest. And when it comes to transfer windows at Manchester United, and if you are actually doing a podcast, it's actually frustrating because it's the same news which is being recycled again and again and again and again and again until the deal is actually done. So considering United's transfers news, that is pretty much it. If you have got anything, do send in your opinions on the live chat or on the comment section, sharing your opinions. The platforms yours, it's open for you at all times. So until I see you once again on Sunday for the next show, if you are new to the channel, do give us a subscribe, smash a like on the video, and yes, do share this video to everyone you've got, be it United fans or not, and do get them to subscribe to this channel. And until I see you next Sunday, in fact, the coming Sunday for the next show, have a good night and a blessed weekend. This is United Forum.